Well, hello and welcome to another Daily Dominion. It is Sunday, so we have a campaign feature on Galleria. This seems to be taken from a Galleria-focused campaign, where Galleria is chameleonized, and that means that instead of plus coins that we would usually get for playing it, we get plus 3 cards, turning it into a 5-cost smithy that also gives you this plus buy optionality, and that's pretty nice. Also, it's nearby, and hence my suspicion of the campaign being like sort of featured on Galleria. Could also, of course, be random and just a campaign featuring, I don't know, interactions with victory point cards. It's kind of hard to tell here. But yeah, so this kingdom, we can see it over here. I will hide myself. I'm I'm also a bit disheveled because I'm just back from a 15K run through the very nice parks of Munich. But yeah, this kingdom has a few nice cards in Bauble and Crossroads, some 2-cost cards. Bauble can help you top deck stuff and also gives you favors potentially that can be used with Architect's Guild. So it's this cascading, haggling kind of effect where you can gain non-victory cards that are cheaper than the card you just gained for the cost of 2 favors. Which is kind of expensive with Bauble, but it is extra gains. Then Crossroads says we draw depending on how many victory cards we have in our hand. And also, then what else is there? Aristocrat and Death card, probably not that relevant here. Capital could come in handy. Cursed Village is, well, we have 4 villages here that I can see. We have Crossroads, a one-time village, Aristocrat, a one-time village, Diplomat, a kind of awkward village, only if you can reduce your hand size. I don't know, by, for example, playing an Aristocrat first. And then Cursed Village, getting you up to 6 cards in hand, but also receiving you the hex. So the village space is not too great, I would say, but still pretty fine. Especially like the first few bits of village plus the first few bits of extra actions are pretty easy to come by with Crossroads, especially. Shepherd also likes victory cards in your deck, and thus, yeah, certainly we will hold back on trashing our victory cards. We also have Rope as a trasher, as a pretty strong, powerful, essentially +1 card trasher while giving you a coin. That's exactly what you would like from a trasher. And what else? Fleet, a project that can yield us an extra turn at the end of the game. And that's it. So if we look at the kingdom plot, the gains are pretty high. I mean, Galleria is also nearby. We have plus buy in Capital, Galleria in Rope, also potentially in the ruins that come from the death card, so Ruin Market. Probably not going to be relevant here, but just saying. Also Bauble. Then let's look at the kingdom plot again. Thinning via Rope, draw via Galleria and Cursed Village and Shepherd. And finally a bit of Village and also Alt VP, just because, well, it's much more viable to have lots of VP cards in our deck than it usually would be with Shepherd around, and also Crossroads. So a well-rounded kingdom. I think this is going to be fun. Opening-wise, I think on a 4-3, it's pretty clear you want to open Rope and Crossroads, although it's not clear whether you want to trash a copper or an estate with the first few Rope trashes, because depending on how heavily you want to rely on Shepherd, Crossroads, draw, um, you might want to keep them around. It's a bit awkward. There is no real way to set up your next turn that I can see here. Like, the only thing is that you can play a few ropes to increase your hand size on the next turn, but that's already nice for Shepherd and Crossroads. Although if then you just draw more ropes, then that doesn't help you that much. But with Galleria, with Cursed Village, you might be able to make this kind of thing work. But this kingdom certainly has the potential for kind of bad draws with respect to your green cards. Um, yeah, and on a 5-2, we are probably just going to open Galleria Bauble. I was considering like Crossroads Galleria. It's a bit more risky, might draw you a bit more, but Bauble has the potential to enable you to top deck a rope while also getting you a favor or a coin, whatever might be useful there. And then if you top deck a rope and say Crossroads, because you know you have a bunch of victory cards coming up, that's already a huge boost. So I think playing with at least one Bauble in your deck should be good. And then on the 5, we could go for Rope or Galleria, but I think delaying the Rope is fine here. So we do want to get rid of our coppers, but yeah, drawing through it a bit should be okay. And oops, sorry, I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. Actually, I just wanted to show the openings once again and think about anything else to say. Yeah, if you open Rope, then maybe Crossroads might be the better companion. Then you can draw a tiny bit more, although also the air Bauble might be fine. Okay, let's get started. Let's open Bauble Galleria. We could also buy the Rune Market now. To no not much avail. Of course, also, yeah, what I didn't mention, the nice thing, had we now drawn our Bauble, we would have, yeah, not drawn it dead like we would have done with Crossroads. So I guess that's the thing. But yeah, we want to buy a rope. We even get an extra buy, but that's kind of useless. Had we not seen as many, actually, since we did see so many victory cards, it might also be okay to go for like a Shepherd or a Crossroads, but I think we want to get this Treasure in, so let's rope it is, I'd say. And here we can go favor top deck. No, we need to go coin top deck for rope. Or do we want to like top deck a Crossroads or a Shepherd? I think maybe top decking a Shepherd is better than going for another rope, because this way we can buy a rope this turn. We can get through a lot of this, and now we have the Bauble again and go favor top deck. We could go for a Cursed Village on top. Yeah, we do want this village, and then another rope with the Architect's Guild. That sounds pretty good. So let's receive the hex first, I think. Do not want to like get hit by locusts and accidentally trash the Cursed Village right away. No famine, that's okay, that's pretty harmless. Now we can top deck this, gain another rope, which we can also top deck. Yeah, we're going to trash out a copper, so the Cursed Village is still going to draw 2 cards. And yeah, this is fine. We're guaranteed to play this other rope, so this kind of accelerates us. And here maybe we add Crossroads Estate. Do we just fully embrace this kind of draw? I think that's fine. We need to be careful that we also add a bit of payload, like maybe some gold later on. For now, it's fine to have just some ropes, but yeah, maybe Crossroads, or could even be another Bauble. Yeah, maybe for now another Bauble should be fine. Let's hope we draw into an estate here. Okay, at least there's that. We draw some stuff but that's okay. We get to favor and top deck stuff again. So here we have 2 estates there. So it's probably good to top deck another Shepherd. Of course, that could mean that the okay, let me switch something first. Let's also top deck bad cards. So let's maybe... Ah, no, we cannot cascade down into an estate because it's a victory card. Then maybe we just want to... we do have the cursed village also down there, right? And another rope. And what else? 2 estates, 3 coppers probably. Yeah, that's it, right? In the cursed village. I wonder whether it's okay to just add, I don't know, Diplomat and Aristocrat. Or maybe just another, actually, just go for another rope. Let's save our Architect Guild stuff for later. And not really top deck anything. And our Cursed Village bottom deck, so maybe top decking a Shepherd might have been much better actually, but okay. Is this an estate or a silver? I think we're not drawing well enough to justify the silver just yet, so let's go for an estate. Need to be careful, AI got the fleet. Here we can just play... pity we can't trash out a copper. Play Cursed Village, then Galleria, then the Crossroads, and essentially draw our deck. It's amazing. So I do think that fleet is... buying fleet right now is way too early. Like, it's not that impressive, to be honest, but okay, you can go for it. Let's go for favor coin here. Wait, what did I play the first one as? Favor coin and favor coin again, or top deck coin. I would like maybe a gold here, and then we can cascade down into a Galleria as well, and then there's maybe some more rope. Top deck the Galleria, and cascade down into a rope, which we don't need to top deck, decline that. And then top deck a Crossroads, also for the village effect to go with our Galleria. And the bad thing about top decking so much good stuff is that we might not get to trash out the coppers that quickly, but we just want to keep the train rolling, I'd say. So yeah, let's go for this. Okay, that's a pretty okay draw. We do have the Cursed Village, the other Galleria, and the Shepherd down there. No Crossroads there. Okay. Might be good to top deck like an estate. And then the other cards are... we will draw everything because of the ropes, so that's pretty good. There's one more estate down there. Yeah, let's top deck. Let's get it just a favor for later, and top deck an estate, which we will draw into. And what did I say? Cursed Village Galleria are also down there, so it's pretty good. And just grab the last rope, probably. And then say we're pretty good to go. Yeah, why not? We don't need to top deck that. We can trash out more coppers here. And things are looking rather nice. But also maybe we want one more gold here, just to have a bit more payload. Yeah, that's pretty good. Play the Cursed Village first, drawing us one card. Now the Galleria. Play this Shepherd, which of course means that our Crossroads draw less, but that's fine. And actually here it might not be good to play this other Galleria. Let's actually just play this Crossroads to top deck 2 estates and leave that Galleria unplayed. We can top deck... we can now top deck maybe a Shepherd. And what else do we want to go for? We want to buy a gold, top deck the Shepherd, and buy an estate on top of that. think that's pretty alright. The gold we don't want to top deck. But we do want to get this. Top deck that, decline this, and go for just a state. Do need to be a bit careful, cognizant of runes potentially piling really, really easily, especially with, AI doesn't have a Galleria, so that's pretty good. But yeah, with fleet in AI's hands while not being in our hands, yeah, we just need to be a bit careful. Decline this, decline that, decline that. Play the Crossroads first to make use of all of this draw. Excuse me. Now we play probably this Crossroads, or no, first the Galleria, then this Crossroads, drawing us. Actually, maybe too many cards. We do want to do the trick again where we top deck a Shepherd, I think. So, yeah, let's just play this card. Maybe 3 cards for now. And then we can play one more Shepherd, discarding 1, and again top deck 2. Well, we can just do this, right? Yeah, should be fine. And we don't play the second Galleria. Yeah, I really feel like the runes pile out, especially with Galleria, is pretty feasible. Especially with the estates going down now. So let's play this for top deck favor. Probably buy another gold, gain a Shepherd, which we top deck, decline this, and buy fleet. And I think we're good. Now this way, yeah, we are not threatened by the pile out as much as AI is. And yeah, I can just in a very controlled way build up our draw and payload. Okay, this is pretty useless for now. Let's hope we don't completely dud. This would be rather devastating. I think we play this Crossroads first, right? Yeah, it's like if one of the next 2 cards contains a victory card, it's also much better to discard with Shepherd. So yeah, we are struggling a bit to draw here, but we're still fine. Last card is the Galleria. So what we want to top deck now is probably just a Crossroads. And we can go for favor. Well, we for sure want to top deck stuff, so it's fine to go for that. And we want to top deck a Crossroads. Decline this. And maybe just top deck a few estates, right? Top deck that. Decline that. We can also, I guess, is this already pile out in hand? I'm probably not. No, let's just be very, very safe and go for maybe one more gold. We've top decked 3 victory cards, the Crossroads, and we have the other Galleria down there, so this should be fine. And we also have 3 ropes in play, so really our next turn draw should not be endangered. AI is also drawing a lot. Decline this, decline that, decline that. So we even get to play Cursed Village first before the Galleria. Now this will draw us a bunch of stuff. So easy. I think again we just want to discard maybe 4 cards, so we top deck 3 estates. The annoying thing is that this way we won't get into pile out territory because we don't play our second Galleria. But on the bright side, we just set up the next turn in a very nice way. Um, yeah, again, this is great. So top deck favor probably, and yeah, we can just go for province, gain gold, decline this. You want to top deck this. We want to for sure top deck a shepherd somehow, so we probably just buy could either be a province and nothing else, or a duchy and then one more estate. Just a province is probably better. So let's top deck that. Ah no, I'm stupid. I didn't consider we had already used our favor thingy. Then I guess it's just this. Decline that. Um, sorry. And one more province, or just 3 estates, and then we're yeah. The annoying thing with fleet is that we cannot simple. I mean, we could in principle simply buy out all of the ruins, but then we would have a very junky deck, so that would risk having a very bad fleet turn, while I could in principle, with it, especially with capital being around, have like an amazing fleet turn. But on the other hand, no, let's just play this very calmly. Let's just stuff our deck with victory cards and yeah, be alright with this. And our buys here, and yeah, just play it calmly. Like we are in no rush. I think this game is super won anyways. It's like 34-0 victory points, unless AI pulls off some sort of miracle to cruise to victory. I cannot talk, but yeah, no, it has. I mean, it has the buys. It, yeah, trashes one of its ropes. That hurts, of course. And it's playing super slowly. Now it's buying ruins. Oh, okay. It wants the ruined markets because they provide so much nice buy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. Decline all of that. Discard 5 cards to draw 10 cards. Play this Crossroads. Play a Galleria, because we do want to play some of those. Let's discard all of this. So I was hoping for the Galleria to not be the bottom card. Oh well. Um, but yeah, what do? We probably just trigger this shuffle. Let's not leave only victory cards on top. So, oh well. No, it's fine. We can leave just a bunch of victory cards on top. And our actions. And go for favor top deck, favor. Did I play the second Bauble also for favor top deck on the last turn? I think I did. I'm sorry. Pretty infuriating, probably. But the one coin wouldn't have mattered that much anyways. Now, yeah, I think we just really calmly decline this. Don't top deck that. Did I top deck the Shepherd? No, I did not. I always get confused with this. Sorry. Yeah. Now we will have 8 cards. Yeah, no, it's fine. And just buy one more province. Decline that. We could even top deck it and also top deck a Crossroads. And then next turn maybe pile the Crossroads and the estates. And then end AI's misery of having to play through this kingdom. And yeah, I think it's fine. It's like this is a very satisfying deck, I would say. Earlier I said, oh, there's no real way to set up your next turn, but of course the top decking of Bauble is very, very important here. Hmm. AI is lowering the provinces, so maybe we just province out now, and I don't think there's any feasible way for AI to catch up anyways. I actually don't really know what its strategy is here. I think it's confused. Yeah, let's draw. Ho, 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 ho. This is amazing. This is like 16, it's 11, 22 cards we will draw. So we will, oh, this is probably not optimal, right? If we draw all this stuff, we might not be able to play our Gallerias. Well, I mean, it's fine. Let's do it. Let's go for this amazing Shepherd draw. And yeah, now the Galleria being chameleonized is actually annoying. I think we don't play them, and again, just top deck something like Crossroads Shepherd, if we so can. Yeah, we can. No, we cannot. And we have one fewer coin because we have one less rope. And so then let's just top deck a Galleria, top deck fewer cards, so play one of those Gallerias. Um, just so our shepherd doesn't have to draw through as many things. Of course, we cannot do this. We need to top deck stuff. Top deck that, decline this. Okay, and we're fine, right? Yeah. And buys, let's go through this fleet turn. Let's show AI how many points we can reach, but 58 to 11, that's pretty daunting for a fleet turn, even even if we didn't have this fleet turn set aside for ourselves. I think in principle you can build bigger here. You could buy more golds, you could get even more provinces, maybe also capital at one point might have made sense, I'm not sure. We weren't really in need for the buy, and capital does help you spike something during one turn, but then it doesn't give you net money anyway, so probably gold is better here. Yeah. Or maybe actually, I didn't really consider it. Maybe a death card also might have been really nice for extra payload. Yeah, yeah. Looking back, we should have gone for death cards. Have some fun with that. We were drawing so well all the way. I mean, maybe we'll dud now. No, we don't. So we will just power through this with our victory card filled deck. Let's play this Galleria. Let's play one more Galleria. Let's set up a nice baby shuffle with one green card on top, just because we can. And yeah, I would say, yeah, we don't even need to go for anything. Let's go for favors for funsies. Gain some death card and some ruins and some estates and win this in flying fashion. Wow. I mean, after last week's disastrous Sunday, this is a nice comeback to win 71-14. But yeah, I mean, AI really didn't put up much of a fight, didn't really set up its deck as well as we did. 16 turns is much longer than I expected. Like, this game felt won after maybe 9 or 10 turns. But yeah, we just calmly played it down, and I would say won in style. So I will leave you here, and I will try to catch you in the next one. And until then, goodbye.